Okay, with more and more Battle Royale games coming out in the future, and more BRs dying as well in the same rate, I was kinda curious, what is the future like of Battle Royales, and is there still a space for them in the gaming scene? To come to a conclusion, I did a little cross-gaming analysis, so stay tuned. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Fable1 as usual, and luckily we're finally again a new discussion topic for today. And today's topic is all about the future of Battle Royales, or more or less RIP Battle Royales ? Before we dive into the topic, I do have to give you some background information about me and myself, because this video won't only contain hard numbers, hard statistics, but also some personal opinions and my point of view. So to give you my point of view, you first of all have to know that I'm a vivid Battle Royale player. Just to give you guys a few examples of my experience with BRs, I've played the original BRs like PUBG and H1Z1. I also tried some more recent games like Apex Legends or the Firestorm mode in Battlefield 5. But it doesn't stop there. Blackout, Rings of Legion, Alt of 9, Not My Car, The Ark of Horizon, Battle Royale, Realm Royale, Cuisine Royale, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Zeus Battlegrounds, The Culling, Esso Battleground, Darwin Project, Last Man Standing. I think I even forgot to mention Warrock Battle Royale on that list, and yeah, of course it's the best Battle Royale ever made, no questions asked. But okay, I really hope it's clear to you guys that there are a lot of shitty Battle Royales out there that don't deserve your playtime. There are the gems out there that do deserve your playtime but don't involve any Battle Royale game modes. And if you ask me, one of those gems is really Age of Empires 2, it's a really well made game, and it will be my all-time favorite I guess. But the game I'm playing right now the most, and which is also not a Battle Royale game, is PlanetSide 2. PlanetSide is also the core focus of this channel, so if you want to know more about that game, then don't forget to press that big red subscribe button. But that doesn't mean I don't play any other games as well. Like I mentioned, I'm a vivid Battle Royale gamer, and I'm also a vivid PlanetSide gamer. But what if you combine those two games? What if you get those big open warfare planet battles from PlanetSide 2 and combine that with the survival mechanics from a Battle Royale game? In theory, this all sounds pretty dope, doesn't it? But we have to see it in practice as well. And luckily, in this summer, the summer of 2019, there will be a new game release in the PlanetSide franchise with a game called PlanetSide Arena. And well, with a word like arena in the title, you might suspect something like a traditional arena shooter. And that is true, there will be normal game modes like Team Deathmatch, Capture the Flag, but what I'm mainly looking for right now is their Battle Royale mode in PlanetSide Arena. And that's actually the whole reason why I want to do this video, because I'm really curious, how are these games doing, like with player numbers, Twitch viewership, updates, all these kinds of things, because those are important to have a very alive and thriving game. And in the end, you want to have a live game, because right now if you want to play Isles of 9, well, in theory again, it's a good Battle Royale game, but nobody's playing, so you can't actually play the game like it's supposed to be played. Let's start though with the biggest game in the world right now, and that's Fortnite of course. Unfortunately, Epic Games does not share any information about the player numbers. There is nothing like the Steam charts regarding any player counts or anything alike. They have shared a few things though. For example, that the game has over 250 million players, and also that during the Marshmallow event, the special Marshmallow in-game concert, there were 10.8 million people online at the same time. 10.8 million concurrent players is really a dazzling number. And just to compare it with the biggest competitor in the Battle Royale scene, the all-time peak of PUBG is only 3.2 million. Of course, these numbers are only major milestones, and what's made more interesting is actually the average amount of players. With PUBG, we can quite easily see in the Steam charts that since the major milestone in January 2018, it basically all went downhill. If you want to get a similar image of how Fortnite is doing these days, we need to be a bit more creative because we can't get these player numbers like I mentioned before, like with the Steam charts. So what we'll do for Fortnite is we'll take a look at the Twitch tracker instead, and that is actually a site that looks at the viewer numbers and amount of streamers for a game. And in this case we look at Fortnite and we kind of see a very stable line actually. We do though clearly see a dip around February 2019 because Apex Legends actually launched during that time frame, and during that time a lot of new players were trying out that game instead, a new fresh wind. And also what happened during that time, a lot of streamers were being paid to stream Apex Legends instead of Fortnite. So that explains the dip, but you do see a nice recovery in the months following. I do have to give a little disclaimer, you do see again a dip during June and July, but I don't think it's caused by less interest in a game like Fortnite, but more likely caused by the summer coming up in the northern hemisphere of the world. With higher temperatures, better weather, more holidays, there's just less time left for gaming, and therefore you will with almost every game see a little dip during these months. An exception to that rule could be Apex Legends, because they released a new update in July and also started their second season. And therefore in July you see another rise of the game, doubling their viewer numbers, and I guess also their player numbers therefore. But if you look at the bigger picture of Apex Legends, you do see a quite heavy decline after the initial launch, and right now I think we have reached levels where there's this hardcore player base that will keep playing the game, but in the end, the most casual guys, the most interest has actually gone away. To me though, the biggest question is, where have they gone? Where are the players? Clearly, a game like Fortnite is still standing strong. They have regular updates, they have regular events, and still do active marketing, so they're bringing new players every day. But I do have to say the following. I actually think that Fortnite has grown beyond Battle Royale. It is way more than Battle Royale that brings people to Fortnite. Currently, they have their creative mode, they have their Marvel events, and they do so many things that have nothing to do anymore with Battle Royale. Don't get me wrong on this one, I do guess that the main core value of Fortnite is still Battle Royale, but there are so many new things that it doesn't really matter that much anymore. So, if you kinda disregard the Fortnite players, still I have this question: where are the PUBG players? Where are the Apex Legends players? Where are the H1Z1 players? And that is where it gets really interesting. Those players that were playing PUBG or Apex Legends are still alive and well. They're still playing games, but they're just not playing Battle Royale games anymore. They moved on to something different, or at least temporarily they moved on to something different. And I've got one perfect example. Do you guys still remember this one game where you're this cube man and you have to punch trees to create this wooden pickaxe and you can actually start mining other cubes? Well guys, that game called Minecraft is actually thriving the last few months. It might be possible that all those Battle Royale players are playing the original Hunger Games mod again on Minecraft, but I don't think so. Minecraft is just an example of one of the other games that also have nothing to do with Battle Royale. For example, Teamfight Tactics, or just Grand Theft Auto, or Counter-Strike Global Offensive. All those games are doing amazing these days. But that raises again a new question. Are we really done with Battle Royale games? And, well, if you look at the player numbers, no. There are still millions and millions of players playing Battle Royale games every day. So, simple answer, no, it is not that, not yet. But you see this trend, and the question is this a trend that will keep going down? Or is there something happening will change the trend? What I noticed myself, every time a big gaming company released another Battle Royale game, there was a big hype in the beginning. For example, Blackout, a lot of players were playing it, a lot of players were loving it in the beginning, but it died down relatively soon. The same with Apex Legends. All these games brought something new to the Battle Royale genre. Blackout brought some PvE zombies, Apex Legends had a new revive mechanic, and a game mode like Firestorm brought tanks to the game. Whilst being new and refreshing for a short while, they still all have the same Battle Royale problems as well. In a Battle Royale, there's a big emphasis on that one life you have, and also the looting you have to do in that one life. And if you die in a cheeky way, well, that feels really bad. You've done all this work, you've done all this looting, and in the end, it's worth nothing to you. This fear of losing your life introduces more camping in a game, and if we gamers hate something, it's campers.
Ha! Got him!
That's not the only thing we hate in a game. What we also really dislike is having to wait. I just wanted to play a game of Firestorm solo, a normal weekday evening, so like 8 o'clock, and you expect, okay, I just want to sit down, had a hard day at work, and I want to play my game. But no, you first need to wait for 3 minutes to fill up the lobby, and then you fill up a lobby, then you've got the pre-lobby again, and then you need to go to a plane, you need to wait in a plane until you reach your destination, and before you actually get to the gameplay, I've been waiting for 7 minutes maybe, I don't know. I know this is a running gag, but sending players back to the lobby is one of the best feelings ever in a Battle Royale game. Getting these kills is just so satisfying. But if you're getting killed, well, tough luck. You have to sit back in the line and wait again. I do have to say that games like Apex Legends actually improve the waiting lobby a lot. It feels less like waiting. But still, it is being sent back to the lobby that can be really frustrating, and that is the same in every Battle Royale game. I can imagine that people are done with this, so they stop playing BRs. But there's this one thing that keeps me going personally, and those are the surprise mechanics in a game. I know, I'm not talking about loot boxes, no. I am more or less talking about the random loot you can get. It is always a surprise what you can find. It's always the question, what can you get? And this also makes sure that every game feels different, no game feels the same. There's almost infinite replayability of a BR game, and that's I think one of the beauties. You never know how the circle's going to shrink, you never know what kind of weapon you will find, and you never know where your next enemy will strike. These are the mechanics that thrill me and make me keep playing BRs. But there is this one recurring theme as well with new games. I always try out new BR games, and I'm curious because it can be the next Fortnite killer, you know? But what I always see is this one recurring theme. When a new BR launches, it is all too much of a PUBG or Fortnite clone, or what happens, it actually brings some new mechanics like Apex Legends did, but then when it needs it the most, it doesn't come with new updates, new weapons, new mechanics, and it feels boring again. The gamer's attention span is short. So what a new release should do is bring something new and exciting. When it is there, they should keep adapting it, they should keep changing it as regular as possible. And I also think from a developer standpoint, communication is key. Apex Legends actually showed me that people still are open to try a new Battle Royale game. So while I'm still enjoying my games of PUBG, I am waiting for something new as well myself. And like I mentioned before, there will be a game in the summer called Planet Arena that will release, and I'm looking forward to it. It will be a game that brings something new to the BR genre, because it already showed a working concept of BR with over 300 players. There are even rumors that they want to introduce a 1000-man Battle Royale, and as far as I know, that hasn't been done yet in any other game. My biggest fear though is their communication and their updates for the game, because well, it is made by Daybreak Games and they don't have the best track record with games like H1Z1, but okay, new game, new hope, so let's hope for the best again. In the end I will be there for the chicken dinner, the V for victory, or whatever it will be. Anyway guys, what kinds of games are you playing these days? Are you still playing BRs? Are you not playing BRs? Are you still playing Minecraft? Let me know in the comments down below, and that's me, that's Faber1, and I'll see you soon with some more content.